I see a lot in Aditi and some of the young people. It's the focus and uh, attention to details when they are working on something. They're not much bothered about what's going on around the world. It's not as important as what they are working on. And that focus, like she said, I completely agree with that, what she said, that she didn't think of awards or who is going to like it, or, whether, she's going to become famous. So there were no baggages like that, there were absolutely no baggages when she was working on the project. I'm going to do, because the thing is to get this out the way one is imagining. If film imagine uncompromised. So that is like a big commitment.
You are open to youngsters coming up with ideas, and you each will support with the
They
അങ്ങനെ
need to be
ഒരു
they need to be able to do it also. So it's not like supporting in that sense where നമ്മൾ കഥകൾ മാത്രം accept ചെയ്യുന്ന രീതിയിലല്ല. So I'm we people should be able to make it and then we'll support. That is where I think our platform will be much better, because we have our own ideas, many of them. So we need people coming on board to help us make it at this point in time. For example, Aditi has ideas. We need to take it off. Once she conceives it, now other produce an item. We need good people. I don't, then she can also look into multiple things at the same time. So we need people, really capable hands to come and work with us. Then people who are very talented, who needs a platform to be mentored and supported to create their own projects. നമ്മുടെ ഉദ്ദേശം, we create more filmmakers in our company. Not only for us, but even when they get inspired and make more films, that it will only improve this awareness thing that I was talking about. നമ്മുടെ ആളുകൾ കണ്ടിട്ടേ മനസ്സിലാവുള്ളൂ, ഓ ഇത്രയൊക്കെ പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ ഉണ്ട് അനിമേഷനിൽ. So many things have happened and they are doing well, people are liking it. ഇതൊക്കെ കണ്ടാലേ അതിന്റെ ഒരു ടെസ്റ്റിമോണി ആവുള്ളൂ for people to invest in it. So until then we will try and invest our own funds into it and keep creating filmmakers. അതാണ് നമ്മുടെ ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ ഒരു മിഷൻ. And once it becomes a robust sort of a thing where even people start reciprocating the value, that's when probably we'll get more fuel and money to kind of make it even more bigger movement. At present it's small. We are doing it in the scale that we can afford to.
It's a amazing opportunity. കാരണം എന്ന് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഈ ഒരു no one will have to reinvent the wheel. That all your knowledge of ഇത്രയും വർഷങ്ങളുടെ experience and all, they can avail that facility in terms of support from you. ആസ് ഇൻ ഇപ്പൊ അതിഥി തന്നെ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ആദ്യം ക്യാരക്ടേഴ്സ് ഇവോൾവ് ചെയ്യാനുണ്ടായിരുന്നതിന്റെ പകുതി സമയം പോലും ഇപ്പോ സെക്കൻഡ് ഫിലിം ചെയ്ത സമയത്ത് ഉണ്ടായില്ല എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ that's going to happen for it's like we used to say like do it right first time, or start being productive from day one. അത്തരം കുറെ കാര്യങ്ങളാണല്ലോ ഈ ഒരു സപ്പോർട്ടിൽ കൂടെ കിട്ടുന്നത്.
Yeah, it's more than that. It's an ecosystem. So this incubation concept of youngsters work here, that is also big growth for people. For example, Aditi, Nijin, Rajiv, ഭയങ്കര talented ആയിട്ടുള്ള ആളുകളുണ്ട്. And there are new people who have now come in. They are also helping us make films. So that is a good ecosystem. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു സംഭവം നമുക്ക് സസ്റ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്ത് പോകാൻ പറ്റുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഇറ്റ് ബിക്കംസ് എ കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റി. ആ ഒരു കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ ആളുകൾ ഭയങ്കര രസകരമായിട്ടുള്ള കഥകൾ ചെയ്യുന്നു. They are liking it. പിന്നെ കുട്ടികൾക്കുള്ള പുസ്തകങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നു. നമ്മൾ we are going to create those things because we are capable of writing stories. ഈ filmmakers, animation filmmakers എല്ലാവരും തന്നെ they are able to write and create their stories. അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു കേപ്പബിലിറ്റി കൂടിയാണ് ഇവിടെ ഉള്ളത്. So it's a very different capability from other studios, where they are able to do animation or they are able to do one part of the job. But here, everybody can come up with their stories. ആ ഒരു കേപ്പബിലിറ്റി ഉള്ള ഒരു സ്പേസിലേക്ക് പോകുമ്പോൾ this community should grow. and it'll be good for other newbies to grow with their stories and their style of storytelling. But we need to sustain. That is the most important thing. How do we sustain? We need to we need to have profits from the value that we have created. നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഇതെല്ലാത്തിന്റെയും വാല്യൂ കൊണ്ട് വി ഹാവ് ടു സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ക്രിയേറ്റിംഗ് പ്രോഫിറ്റ്സ്. അത് തന്നെ നമുക്ക് റീഇൻവെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത് വിൽ ഹാവ് ടു ഗെറ്റ് ബാക്ക് ടു ദിസ് കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റി. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഐഡിയ ആണ് എന്റെ. സോ വി ഷുഡ് ബി ബേസിക്കലി ഐ വോണ്ട് ടു സീ മോർ ഫിലിംസ് ഹാപ്പനിങ്. നിറച്ച് പടങ്ങൾ ഇങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടായിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഇറ്റ്സ് ദ മോസ്റ്റ് ഹാപ്പിയസ്റ്റ് situation for me. I mean, I love being in this middle of so many amazing projects. Ellathinte prospects when I'm enjoying whenever they are showing me things. I'm enjoying that space. It's a wonderful space. I haven't figured out നമ്മൾ എങ്ങനെ അതിന്റെ പൈസ എങ്ങനെ തിരിച്ചു കിട്ടും എന്നുള്ള സംഭവത്തിനെ പറ്റി നമ്മൾ ഇതുവരെ അങ്ങനെ ആലോചിച്ചിട്ടില്ല. പക്ഷെ that is something that I like to soon think, or somebody will have to help us with that area.
Who are the eligible people to, like, should they have kind of art background, or should they have a team who will be doing this? So what is the eligibility that you are looking for?
What do you think, Adithi? I think maybe you can articulate it. What sort of people who would be like to come to our place and start on their work?
I think mainly people who have like a great interest and appreciation for storytelling, and like also have that balance of being confident enough to try something and also being humble enough to understand when something is not working, like that balance. Because some people get very insecure and don't have the confidence to move forward, but also some people get very stuck to something and they're very unlikely to try something that's likely to fail. So I think just that mentality is the most important thing. Yeah,
It's a very valid point. That's a very nicely put. I think one of the things that I've seen, especially lacking in a lot of young people, which I see a lot in Adithi and some of the young people, is the focus and attention to details when they are working on something. They're not much bothered about what's going on around the world. It's not as important as what they're working on. And that focus, like she said, I completely agree with that, what she said, that she didn't think of awards or who is going to like it, or, whether, she's going to become famous. So there were no baggages like that, there were absolutely no baggages when she was working on it. I'm going to do, because the thing is to get this out the way one is imagining. If film imagine uncompromised. So that is like a big commitment. So commitment is a very, very big thing in this whole thing. You can't leave it halfway. And then, of course, talent and skill. That talent is an important thing also here. കാരണം നമുക്ക് ടാലന്റ് അവരുടെ ഒരു സൈഡിൽ നിന്ന് എഫേർട്ട് ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ we cannot develop it. I believe talent is something that one can practice and develop. I don't believe there is anything in this world that is inborn or something like that. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ബിലീഫ് ഉള്ള ആളല്ല ഞാൻ. എന്ത് സംഭവം നമ്മുടെ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ്, ഡീപ്പ് ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റും അതിന് പുറകെ എഫേർട്ട് ഇടാൻ നമ്മൾ തയ്യാറാണെങ്കിലും you will become an expert in that space. So that perseverance has to be there, especially in a field of animation where things don't happen overnight. It's drop by drop only you can fill in every day. So അങ്ങനെയുള്ളൊരു സിറ്റുവേഷൻ you can't be impatient. But talent is also very, very important.
കുറെ ആളുകള് they recall the conversations that we had at some point of time. So
Nice to know.
which makes me feel good that at least ആ ഒരു വൈബുള്ള ആളുകൾ, ആ ഒരു സെൻസ് ഉള്ള ആളുകൾക്ക് അതിലേക്ക് കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ട് എന്നുള്ളത് കുറച്ച് ആളുകളെങ്കിലും പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. So that's giving. So thank you once again. All the
Thank
best
you.
for all the best for Arandapuranam and lot more to come.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.